जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Tuesday. It is 1st of July, and it is Ashadha Masa or Vamana Masa, Shukla Paksham, and Panchami Tithi. So this is today is the Kira Panchami. It is a great festival of Lord Jagannatha and the beautiful pastimes. So there are few events today about Kira Panchami, and also there is one more event that is the disappearance day of Bhakteshwara Pandita. Okay, so we shall read few lines from Kira Panchami Day. Can I request Mrita Sachi Mataji to read this Kira Panchami aspects, please? Mataji is not available. Can I request any volunteer devotees to read the Kira Panchami, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I read?
Yes, Mataji.
Hira Panchami is a unique festival at the Gundicha temple. Hira means to see, and Panchami means the fifth day. On the fifth day of the Yath Yatra festival, Goddess Lakshmi becomes very worried and thinks, "Where has my husband gone? He told me I'm going for a change of environment for some days and I will return very soon. It has been 5 days now and still he has not come back." She appears anxious because her husband forgets to take her. 4 weary nights have already passed, and Goddess Lakshmi becomes disconsolate. She goes to the Gundicha temple on the fifth day to see Lord Jagannath. The main doors of Gundicha temple are suddenly closed with a bang. She returns with a heavy heart and, in the fit of anger, breaks a small part of the Nandi Ghosha chariot, the chariot of Lord Jagannath, and returns secretly to the main temple via Hira Ghori Shahi. It's all to teach a lesson to her beloved husband. Hira Panchami, a grand festival which takes place on fifth day from Rath Yatra. On the Rath Yatra day, Lord Jagannath leaves the temple in Jagannath Puri, representing Dwarika, and goes to Gundija temple representing Vrindavan. Before leaving, Sri Jagannath ji took leave from his wife Lakshmi and promises her that he would be back next day. But it's now fifth day and there is no news of Sri Jagannath ji. So Lakshmi ji calls upon her servants and prepares a well-armed party to bring back Lord Jagannath. She goes to the Gundija temple with lots of show and pomp. On reaching the temple, they start beating and arresting the servants of the Lord Jagannath and then makes them promise to return the Lord worst case by next day. While returning back from Gundicha temple, Mother Lakshmi's servant attacked the Nandi Ghosh cart, the rath of Lord Jagannath, which brought Lord Jagannath to Gundicha temple, and breaks off a small piece of cart to take back with them. This is a very sweet pastime which is being celebrated every year at Jagannath Puri. Oh, sorry. Uh,
Yes, go on, Mataji.
sorry. Yeah. This is a very sweet pastime which is being celebrated every year at Jagannath Puri. It is unfortunate that due to work pressure and nature of our lifestyle here, we are not able to fully celebrate Rath Yatra by performing such festivals, which adds to the sweet taste of Rath Yatra. Sincerely wish that a day would come when we can celebrate Kundicha Marjan a day before Rath Yatra and we can do the Hira Panchami festival. But I am not sure if we want to bring back Lord Jagannath from Vrindavan to Dwarka. Let the Lord enjoy with his beloved Brijvasis. Even if we can't personally organize these festivals in detail, we can at least read them read about them, hear about them, and discuss about them with devotees to soothe our aching heart. The word Hira means to see, and Panchami means on fifth day. So on this day, Mother Lakshmi, very impatient to see her beloved Lord Jagannath, marches on to Gondicha temple and creates a scene for Lord to return. Sri Chaitanya Charita Amrita Madhya Leela. In the garden along the road from Jagannath temple to Gundicha, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed various pastimes. A Brahmana named Krishna Das performed the bathing ceremony of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After dancing in Gundicha temple, the Lord sported in the water with his devotees, and on Hira Panchami day, they all saw the activities of the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi. Knowing that Hira Panchami festival was drawing near, King Pratap Rudra attentively talked with Kashi Mishra. Tomorrow will be the function of Hira Panchami or Lakshmi Vijaya. Hold this festival in a way that has never held before. This Hira Panchami festival takes place 5 days after the Rath Yatra festival. Lord Jagannath has left his wife, the goddess of fortune, and gone to Vrindavan, which is the Gundicha temple. Due to separation from Lord, the goddess of fortune decides to come to see Lord at Gundicha. The coming of goddess of fortune to Gundicha is celebrated by Hira Panchami. Sometimes this is misspelled as Hara Panchami. The word Hera means to see and refers to the goddess of fortune going to see Lord Jagannath. The word Panchami means fifth day and is used because this takes place on fifth day of the moon. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So today is Hira Panchami. Yeah, it's a beautiful pastime. Thank you so much. And another event is the disappearance day of Sri Vakreshwara Pandita. So Sri Vakreshwara Pandita, so last month on the 16th of June, we have also seen appearance day. So, but today is the disappearance day. So, but in a brief, Vakreshwara Pandita is associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he can dance continuously for 72 hours, and then on his mercy. So Devananda Pandit also was delivered by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because once Srivas Pandita was present in when Devananda Pandita was speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, and when Srivas was a bit emotional, and that time some of the servants of Devananda, they removed Srivasa. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not happy with that one, but later on, when Vakreshwara Pandita was dancing in another occasion, at the time Devanand Pandit was assisting him to dance without any disturbances. So at that time, the service that Devananda Pandita has done for Vakreshwara Pandita, that gave attention to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then he, on the mercy of Vakreshwara Pandita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered Devananda Pandit. So here, deliverance means giving the mercy of the Lord, so that they will make their way to the spiritual path, attain the ultimate destination without making any offenses. Okay, so that is Vakreshwara Pandita, and later on, Vakreshwara Pandita's disciple was Gopal Guru Goswami, and Gopal Guru Goswami's disciple was Sri Jnanachandra Goswami. So, he has written in his what is that? Jnana Chandra Paddhati. So that person who has previously very expert in his arts of singing and dancing, the gopi called Tunga Vidya, is presently renowned in the world as Vakreshwara Pandit. He has appeared on the fifth day of the dark fortnight of the month of Ashada, and he danced his he closed his pastimes in this world on the sixth day of bright fortnight of the month Ashada. While Vakreshwara danced, Mahaprabhu himself would sing, and Vakreshwara would catch hold of his lotus feet, saying, "O moon-faced one, give me 10,000 Gandharvas and let them sing while I dance. Then I will be happy." Then Mahaprabhu answered, "You are one of if you are one of my wings. If I had another like you, I could fly in the sky." So Vakreshwara's Pandit's worshipable deity is Shri Shri Radha Kanta, whom he worshipped in Kashi Mishra's house, which was also the residence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So these deities are still being worshipped there to this day. Okay, that is about the Vakreshwara Pandita's disappearance day. Okay, so for now we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Uddhava speaking to Vidura, so how this Maitreya Rishi has come to the point whenever Krishna and Uddhava are met each other in at the last moments of Krishna here in this material world. So that Maitreya Rishi coming there, it is based on uh, his own accord by his Ajnata Sukriti. Ajnata Sukriti. Tasmin Mahabhagavato Dvaipayana Sukrutaka Lokan Anucharan Siddha Asada Yadruchaya. By his own accord, he has come to that point. And there, whenever Krishna is speaking to Uddhava with so much of mercy and glances on Uddhava, Maitreya Rishi lowered his shoulders and then humbly hearing from Krishna. तस्यानुरक्तस्य मुनिर्मुकुन्दः प्रमोदभाव आनतकन्दरस्य अश्रुतो माम् अनुरागहास समीक्षया विश्रमयन् उवाच. So Lord allowed me to take a rest while Lord is speaking. So I was sitting there and then Lord is looking at me. Samikshaya mam anuraga hasa. So Lord is with his pleasingly and with smiles and affection. He was speaking to me. At the time, Maitri Rishi looking at Lord with anuraktasya, attachment to the Lord. What Lord is speaking to Uddhava, like that. So that's what yesterday we have seen. So today, what Krishna is speaking, so that Buddha is relaying that message to Vidura. So today Krishna speaks, saying that, O Uddhava, so in the days of yore, when you were performing a sacrifice, during that time you were desiring that you wanted to have my association. Even though it is very difficult, I have given this unto you. Likewise, Krishna is saying to Uddhava. So now in that point of time, there is Krishna is there and Uddhava is there, Maitreya Rishi is there, three people. But Maitreya Rishi is simply hearing and Krishna is speaking to Uddhava. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, fourth chapter, and verse number 11. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Vedahamansarmanasipsitam te dadami yattad duravapam anyaihi Satre pura visvasujam vasunam matsiddhikamin vasotvayeshtaham Vedaham antar manasi ichitam te Vedaham. O Uddhava, I know Vedaham antar, so within manasi, antar manasi, in your heart, what you desire. Manasi ichitam te. Ipsitam te is what is there in your mind. Vedaham antar manasi ipsitam. Ipsitam is the desires. Vedaham antar manasi ipsitam te. Dadami yattad durvapam anyehi. And dadami yattad. I have fulfilled your desire. Dadami yattad. So I give you which is that you have desired, which is duravapam. Duravapam is very difficult to achieve. Anyehi by others. So association of the Lord, it is not that much easy. So likewise, Krishna is saying to Uddhava. Am I Uddhava? What it means to, whether Krishna is saying to Uddhava there, but what it means in our real life, we also can become Uddhavas. Like once we follow and always taking Krishna's association by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and following the regulative principles. So there is no difference between Krishna's physical presence and the Mahamantra. So we also can become. So at the last moments when we are uh, When it is the time, then Krishna speaks us. Like here Krishna is saying to Buddha, he also speaks to us. Dadam yatta dravapam anyaihi. Satre pura visu sujam vasunam. Satre pura. So Satre is in the sacrifice. Pura in the days of yore. Visvasujam vasunam. Visvasujam of those who expanded this creation. Visvasujam vasunam of the Vasus. So previously, it is mentioned Buddha was the one of the Vasus. Satre pura visusujam vasunam mat siddhi kamena vaso tvayeshtaha mat siddhi kamena with a desire to achieve my association mat siddhi kamena, and then vaso tvayeshtaha vaso o vaso tvaya ishtaha by you, ishtaha is the ultimate goal of life. So this is what Uddhava was desiring when he was a Vasu, when he was performing sacrifices in the days of yore. He wanted to have Krishna's association, which is the ultimate goal of life. Even it is very difficult, Krishna has awarded that benediction to Uddhava here in the past times of Dwaraka. Okay, so but here Uddhava is the eternal associate of the Lord. Okay, and translation for this shloka. O Vasu, I know from within your mind what you desired in the days of yore, when the Vasus and other demigods responsible for expanding the universal affairs performed sacrifices. You particularly desired to achieve my association. This is very difficult for others to obtain, but I award it unto you. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Can I request any other devotee to read this purport, please? Asha Mataji, would you like to read Asha Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Usha Mataji can read first paragraph, Asha Mataji read second paragraph. Yeah. Yes.
Uddhava is one of the general associate of the Lord and a plenary portion of Uddhava, who is one of the 8 verses in the days of yore. The 8 verses and the demigods in the upper planetary system, who are responsible for the management of the universal affairs, perform a sacrifice in the days of yore, desiring to fulfill their respective ultimate goals in life. At that time, an expansion of Uddhava acting as one of the vessels desired to become an associate of the Lord. The Lord knew this because He is present in the heart of every living entity as a Paramatma. As a Paramatma, the super consciousness. In everyone's heart, there is the representation of the super consciousness who gives memory to the partial consciousness of every living entity. The living entity as partial consciousness forget forgets incidents of his past life, but the superconsciousness reminds him how to act in terms of his past cultivation of knowledge. Bhagavad Gita confirms this fact in various ways. ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तं तथैव भजाम्यहम्। सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः मृते ज्ञानमपहरणं च। Hare
Great.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Asha Mataji.
Everyone is at liberty to desire as he likes, but the desire is fulfilled by the Supreme Lord. Everyone is independent to think or desire, but the fulfillment of one's desire depends on the Supreme Will. This law is expressed as man proposes, God disposes. In the days of yore, when the demigods and Vasus perform sacrifice Uddhava, as one of the Vasus, desired to enter into the association of the Lord, which is very difficult for those busy in empiric, empiric philosophical speculation or fruitive activities. Such persons have practically no information of the facts about becoming an associate of the Lord. Only the pure devotees can know, by the mercy of the Lord, that the personal association of the Lord is the highest perfection of life. The Lord assured Uddhava that he would fulfill his desire. He appears that when the Lord informed him by his indication to Uddhava, the great sage Maitreya finally became aware of the importance of entering into the association of the Lord.
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada.
Of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji. So here in this purport, Uddhava is one of the eternal associates of the Lord. Prabhupada says that he is eternal, that relationship is eternal. Again, a plenary portion of that Uddhava, who is the eternal associate of Krishna, he was one of the 8 Vasus in the days of yore. He is one of the associates of days of yore. And the 8 Vasus and the demigods in the upper planetary systems who are responsible for the management of the universal affairs. These are the who are responsible for the management of the universal affairs. So when they were performing the sacrifice during that time, sacrifice means there is always something. There is a person who is Yajamani. So Yajaman who is arranging that sacrifice. So he can desire something while he is performing the sacrifice. So at that time, demigods actually, the sacrifices are meant only for the pleasure of the Lord. Only this is the Yajna Purusha, for the pleasure of Yajna Purusha, Samsiddhir Haritoshanam, and everything is for to please the Lord. Okay, so during that time, this one of these Vasus, this is Uddhava, he desired that he wanted to have association of the Lord during that time. And then Lord knew this because he is present in the heart of every living entity as a Paramatma, or the super consciousness. So tam jiva karma padivim anuvartamanaha Ishvaraha sarvabhutanam hruddeshe janatistati. So he knows it. The Lord is in the heart of all the living, what he is desiring, what he is thinking, what he is feeling, he knows. So here Lord knew this. So here Prabhupada gives about the super soul, who is the super soul is the one expansion of Krishna. So that is it is amsha vibhavaha. Atman yo atma antaryami purusha iti so ashamsha vibhavaha. So asya is the Lord and then amsha is the expansion. So super soul is also part and parcel of Krishna, personal expansion of Krishna. Okay, so that is so Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdate. Bhagavan is the topmost. So Brahma is the first level, Paramatma is second level, Bhagavan is the topmost level. Okay, so Lord knows everything. So the living entity as a partial consciousness forgets incidents of his past life. Nasta smritihi punarayam pravnita lokam. Nasta smritihi. Because of his forgetfulness, he falls down into this birth, old age, disease, and death, this life cycle. Okay, that Mayorguna Karma Nibandhanesmin Nasta Smritihi Punarayam Pravnita Lokam Yutchakayam Mahad Anugraham Antarena. So this baby prays in the womb that I would forget, but however, in the womb, the baby remembers Karma Janma Setudbhavam for the 100 lifetimes of the karma. He remembers, baby remembers in the womb, but during the 7 month of period, after as soon as baby comes out of the womb of mother, he forgets everything. Nasta smritihi punarayam pravnita lokam. He forgets and again falls down into this Udara Vega, Upastha Vega, and then runs towards all the desires. Falls down into again materialistic pools. So, but here his determination is very strong. Before he comes out, he prays to the Lord. Tasmadaham Vikta Vikla Uddrishya Atmanamasu Tamasaha Suhrudatmanaiva Bhuyo Yata Vesnam Yetad Anekarandram Mame Bhavishiti Upasadita Vishnupadaha. I would not commit another mistake again. With the help of the super soul, I will try to do all, engage myself in the devotional service like that. Mame bhavishiti upasadita Vishnu padaha. The bad habit of entering into another womb of a mother, another mother. Let me take the shelter of upasadita Vishnu padaha, lotus feet of the Lord. Likewise, he prays. So the Lord understands the what a living entity is desiring. And so here, but super consciousness reminds him how to act in terms of his past cultivation of the knowledge. So the Lord directs when we are trying to fulfill our desires, He gives according to, because once upon a, sometimes it is very logical and tricky also when we are desiring. I am desiring now, but Lord does not fulfill immediately it if it is, but because the desire, it would be fulfilled when we do not need it. That we do not know how to ask, and that's why asking desires is not the right thing, because we let the Lord do whatever He wants to us. That is the best thing for us. So, for example, I wanted to eat samosa, something like that. Then, okay, so immediately there is no samosas. Then later on, in a marriage occasion, I have eaten all the good food. Later on, the samosas are present. So that the time, even the samosas are present, we cannot eat it. And once upon a time, I am poor man. I wanted lots of money, and I wanted, if I have money, I would eat nice food and palatable dishes, and I have a big house, nice wife, good children, cars, and everything. But in due course of time, you would get everything, but your health is not good. You cannot eat it properly, and your relations are not proper. Everything is that you cannot enjoy. That's why we do not know what to ask. So this is man proposes, God disposes. There is okay. That's why inappropriate times. This sometimes we practically have seen whenever it is required, that thing does not happen. Whenever we don't need it, that things happen. This is very tricky and uh, in our experience. Okay, so everyone is at liberty to desire as he likes, but a desire is to be fulfilled by the Supreme Lord. Everyone is independent to think or desire, but the fulfillment of one's desire depends on the supreme will. This law is expressed as man proposes, God disposes. In the days of yore, when the demigods and Vasus performed sacrifice, Buddha, as one of the Vasus, desired to enter into the association of the Lord, which is very difficult for those busy in empiric philosophical speculation or fruitive activities. So now, whatever we are desiring, everything must be a dovetail in relationship with Krishna. So I do not want to leave Krishna at any point of time. That must be there. So here, it doesn't matter whether I am in the heavenly planet, um, what is that one? Diviva Bhuviva Mamastu Vasu Narakeva Narakantaka Prakamam Avadhirita Saradhara Vindhu Charanavate Marane Api Chintayami. It doesn't matter it is heaven or hell. In all times and places and circumstances, I want to hold your lotus feet, O my dear Lord. So here, that is the desire one should have. Then everything will be automatically adjusted. But if I just try to adjust different puzzles, then leaving the center puzzle, then things may be disturbed. So here, Vasu was desiring that he wanted to enter into the association of the Lord, which is very difficult. So this is days of yore. He has desired in so many ages before. Now, in the Dwaraka, it has happened after so many thousands or millions of years after. That is how the desires will come into existence. Okay, so but here it is all that too only available for the devotees, not for the empiric philosophical speculators or fruitive workers. Okay, such persons practically no information or facts about becoming the associate of the Lord. They will simply satisfied with the knowledge and speculations. And only the pure devotees can know by the mercy of the Lord that the personal association of the Lord and is the highest perfection of life. So here, for example, in the Hira Panchami Day, the associates of goddess of fortune, they will come and fight with the associates of Lord Jagannath. So they defeat them. It is so sweet. Of course, if you look at the strength, so men are very powerful. But here, they are defeated means that is so sweet, getting defeated by the assistance of goddess of fortune. When we are playing with the children, and if we are getting defeated from the children, they feel happy, we feel very happy. This is the taste that only devotees can relish. The Lord assured Uddhava that he would fulfill his desire. It appears that when the Lord informed him by his indication to Uddhava, so the great sage Maitreya was carefully listening. Oh, is that association is the topmost thing? It is very difficult to achieve. Likewise, Maitreya Rishi was very attentively because he was mentioned Anuraktasya Munir Mukundaha. He is carefully watching with so much of attachment to what Krishna is saying. So he became aware of the importance of entering into the association of the Lord. So you can see only devotees. So there it is in the Bhagavatam, whenever Dhruva Maharaj is going to the Vaikuntha Loka, it is described that Shantaha Samudrishaha Suddhaha Sarvabhota Anuranjanaha Sarvabhota Anuranjanaha. So whoever is always peaceful and equal visioned and also completely pure and Sarvabhutanuranjana, who is pleasing to all the living entities. Yanti Anjisa Achyuta Padam, they will go to the Achyuta Padam. Achyuta Priya Bhandavaha, who are dear to the Lord. They only are eligible to go into the Vaikuntha planets. Achyuta Priya Bhandavaha. Here Uddhava is the Achyuta Priya Bhandava. He is always accompanying the Lord. So Maitreya Muni is carefully hearing. So far, Prabhupada mentioned he is not a pure devotee because of his, he was also mentioned as a Mahabhagavat. Means, so later on we see that Maitreya Rishi speaks so many chapters of Bhagavatam, around 60 chapters of Bhagavatam to Vidura. So all the philosophy and so much of knowledge is there. So later on, by reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, what happens? Yasyam Yasyam Sriyamayanam Krishne Paramapurushe Bhaktirutpadyate Pumsaha Shoka Moha Bhayapaha. Because Maitreya Rishi later on he speaks Bhagavatam, then Bhaktirutpadyate Pumsaha. We may understand. We have not gone through all the 12 cantos, but so here Maitreya Rishi also become completely purified later on in such a mode. Initially, when he is hearing from Krishna, he is carefully hearing Anuraktasya Munir Mukundas. So this is Munir Mukundaha. Okay, likewise, when one has to understand the importance of entering into the association of the Lord. That means whoever is chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, hearing about the Lord and always remembering his pastimes, Vaikuntalila Vidhyanam Samadhanam Tadatmanaha. So that is association of the Lord. And later on, in due course of time, as it fructifies, the devotional service fructifies, the Lord will reveal himself personally to those devotees in that state. When they are completely purified, no more material desires at all, he will reveal himself. Okay, so that beautiful association of the Lord. So Uddhava was desiring that one. So here the Lord is saying, Vedaham antah manasi ipsitam te ददामि द्रवापम अन्यैः सत्रे पूर्व विसुजां वसूनां मत्सिद्धिकामेन वसो त्वयेष्टः मत्सिद्धिकामेन वसो त्वय इष्टः मत्सिद्धिकामेन one has to be मत्सिद्धिकामेन the desire to achieve Krishna's association. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Okay, we shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today letter to Hayagriva, September 19th, 1970, Calcutta. It is small letter. Can I request any other devotee take a turn, please?
Hari Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
My dear Hari Griba, please accept my blessings. I am in receipt of your letter dated September 5th, 1970, and the easy essay, The Spiritual Master, imagery of the Supreme Person, enclosed therein. I have read it and am glad that you have understood the matter so thoroughly and have now uh, substantiated your conclusion with so much spiritual proof. Actually, that is our method of preaching, simply to repeat the message as it is coming down from higher authority. Here in Calcutta, everything is going nicely. Hundreds of people joined in our Krishna conscious Sankirtan party daily in downtown Calcutta. And I am confident that this mission of Lord Chaitanya will, we will be successful if only we continue to push on this great movement without any personal motivation. Hope this will finds you and your good wife and your children in good health. Your ever ruler Esi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Any points, Prabhuji?
Yeah, it's the point is very clear, Prabhu, that whatever we say or do in Krishna consciousness, this should be exactly same as coming from the parampara, from our our higher authorities. It should be exactly same. And whenever we preach or do Krishna consciousness, we should not have any personal motivation in there. We should have only and one motivation, that to fulfill Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dream, that every village and every town should have Krishna consciousness all over the world. Very good.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nicely summarized. Any other comments, dear devotees, you wanted to add?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, just wanted to add one more point about like the essay that Hayagripa Prabhu had written, the spiritual master, glorifying him like the emissary of the Supreme Person. So emissary means representative. So he very nicely, it has been written, glorifying Prabhupada, like how he has come from the east to the west as a representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to bring the mission of Krishna consciousness to the West. So that's why Prabhupada is saying that I've read it and I'm glad that you have understood the matter so thoroughly. So with his essay, it must have been summarized very nicely. So his Prabhupada is also pleased and he's glorifying Hayagripa Prabhu there. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so there are other, the four sannyasis, they are preaching it differently. Prabhupada is Krishna himself. That is not the thing Prabhupada desired. Prabhupada wanted to say that I am the emissary. So the Hayagriva understood immediately the mood of Srila Prabhupada. And when he has written this one, spiritual master, emissary of the Supreme Person. And even Jesus Christ also put, I am the Son of God. We are all children of Mamaivam Jivo Loke Jivo Bhuta Hasanatana. We are children of God. And whoever is preaching, they are the representative of the God, emissary of the Supreme Person. Children or emissaries, they will repeat the message of God. Okay, this is from the Guru Parampara. Simply repeat the message as it is coming down from higher authority. Okay, but we have to just without any personal motivation, just spread that. Then everything will be successful. It is Chaitanya, the mission of Lord Chaitanya will be successful. Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji and Prabhuji. Okay, and from the announcements point of view, so today evening we have a preaching practice session at 8 p.m. By Gayatri Mataji. So Prabhavati Mataji is not well. So pray that Prabhavati Mataji will be recovering soon and back to normal again. So it's a replacement speaker. Yeah, that is our upcoming event. Tomorrow is again our kirtans, and there are many other events are going on, dear devotees. If you wanted to share anything, those events, any updates on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. Hare Krishna.
And Hare Krishna Prabhu, next Sunday is the Snan Yatra in the temple manner. So the deities of Lord Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra, they will be brought from Soho to manor, and from 9 a.m. till I think 1 there'll be opportunity to bathe the Lord. And so, yeah, devotees can participate in that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. And that was any other updates? Okay, so if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further chapter. पाञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटिवैष्णवेन्द्रकेशाय श्रीलप्रभुपादकी जय।
जय